I want to start by recognizing and thanking several people. We have several elected officials here from around the county. If you are an elected official, would you please rise to be recognized? Thank you all. I'd like to thank Cullman Park and Rec, their staff, especially Kelly Putnam, and the Park and Rec board members who are here tonight. Thank you all. I'd like to thank Jim and Nick's and their team for providing the food this evening. And I want the following people to please stand. All current or former employees of the Sheriff's Office, deputies, and staff. If you would please stand to be recognized. These men and women get up every day and go to work for you and me, and they don't get enough time. Now, Secretary of State John Merrill is here. Many of you know Secretary Merrill. He's here often. He lives in Tuscaloosa. He works in Montgomery, but Cullman County can just about claim it. Now, 1 year ago, John Merrill stood on this stage and endorsed Matt Gentry at the kickoff event. And if Sheriff Gentry had actually ended up with opposition, I'm pretty sure we could have gotten John to change his own registration to vote in Cullman. Am I right, Secretary? Now, he has been our Secretary of State for the last 1,457 days. I'm not as good as he is. He keeps up. He's doing a fantastic job. He's streamlined his department. He's doing more with less people. He's improving voting procedures in Alabama. He was reelected by a wide margin in 2018, and next week he will begin his second term. Now, in a few moments, he's going to speak to you. And Secretary Merrill is going to swear in the sheriff. And then after the sheriff's speech, that will be the end of our formal program, and then the food will be served. And so we invite you to stay and eat and enjoy the fellowship after the sheriff's speech. Now, as I said, we are here to swear in a sheriff. And I've got one in mind. A man born and raised in Cullman County whose entire career has been marked by public service. From the Marine Corps as a patrol deputy, a DEA agent, a man who ran for sheriff on a platform of accountability, who said in 2014 he wanted a more proactive and professional law enforcement agency focusing on the needs of the citizens. Has he done that?
Yes.
He talked about setting a new standard in law enforcement, having victim services and an open door policy. He said he would rebuild partnerships with other departments and law enforcement agencies. He's a man who's calm and cool on the outside, but who burns to do justice on the inside. A man who his fellow law enforcement officers describe as a tireless worker who wants to make a difference. One of his former partners in law enforcement said he has a knack for being in the right place at the right time. A knack for being in the right place at the right time. Which is why he had the good sense to marry Susie Fisher. And Susie and William Walker, thank you for sharing your husband and dad with this community. We appreciate your sacrifice. Would everyone show their appreciation? And so here we are tonight to start the second term for our sheriff, Matt Gentry. As the top law enforcement officer in Cullman County, he's been tested since day one. He has faced those who sought to do us harm. He's cracked down on lawbreakers and worked tirelessly to make Cullman County safer. All you have to do is look around to see the results of Sheriff Gentry's leadership. There's an open door policy, and it doesn't matter who someone is or where they come from or what they do for a living. His door is open. And Sheriff Gentry's door opens both ways because he and his staff are going out into the community. They're going to senior centers. They're doing safety classes. They're providing education, giving back to the community through the Sheriff Citizens Academy. They've revitalized the Sheriff's Rodeo, recognizing his fellow veterans and benefiting those with special needs. But these accomplishments and results are not even the top reason for keeping Matt Gentry as sheriff. I don't know about you, but I'm proud Matt Gentry is sheriff because of his character. Grounded by his faith and family, Matt Gentry has his priorities in order. He understands that the office does not belong to him. It belongs to the people of Cullman County. And once again, Matt Gentry is in the right place at the right time, and that is to be Cullman County Sheriff for the next 4 years. Secretary Darrell.